have more than heart could wish.
Yeah, their eyes stand out with fatness, meaning they, you know, when you think you're hungry or you're hungry, they say don't let your eyes get bigger than your stomach, man. That's Esau, man. His eyes stand out with fatness. Basically, whatever he see, he want, man. And he won't be stopped. He's just gonna continue to basically, when he see oil, he gonna go after the oil. You see diamonds, he gonna go after the diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And they'll sit here and talk about the refugees and things like that, talking about that's not their problem. And I'm saying this story because it correlates to their eyes being with fatness, and it shows how wicked they are in judgment. They'll say that they won't take refugees because it's not their problem, but you got army bases in all these other countries claiming that you're protecting them, like South Korea, man. South Korea is not your problem. Israel's not your problem. The only reason why these places are your problem because they have some type of benefit to you, because your eyes stand out with fatness. You know? Go ahead. Nah, all we got is the scriptures. We mainly do it via internet, YouTube, and things like that. You know, we'll be out here next week, same time. And we'll have that for you.
Psalm 73 and 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily.
Yeah, they speak loftily, they speak highly. Like, why you can't do this? I don't understand why you don't do that. You know, like when I was during Katrina, you know, a lot of crackers like, I don't understand why you don't just leave. You know? Like, hell, I don't understand why niggas don't just leave America. What the fuck you think, man? Because of oppression, man. Not only we are oppressed financially, physically, we're oppressed spiritually also, man. You know? Esau uses the system. Well, that's why we say it's systematic, because here it is. You got, you know, they kick the man out the house and things of that nature, causing the kids to be raised without any backbone, man, any foundation. And that causes the kids to be wild as hell, man. You know? You got people arguing, people arguing over whether abortion is right or wrong, when it's clearly wrong, man. You got people just cry bullies. That's all protesting is about being a damn cry bully, man. Crying and whining about something that ain't go your way, man. You know? You're supposed to be able to deal with it, man. When we was young, we dealt with things, man. Nowadays, these people just don't want to deal with it. You know?
Verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walking through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup, and are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?
Yeah, so at this point, that's exactly what the rich elite, really the Edomite do. They ask, is there knowledge with the Most High? That's what they do in these times, man. The Bible is old. That's for those days. You know? That don't apply to these times. Like, they know more than the Most High, man. The Bible says his knowledge is from everlasting to everlasting, man. He has infinity knowledge. He has so much knowledge, he created knowledge. He created our knowledge, the ability to think and process things, man. He created the idea of that. But since you able to create an iPhone or go out of space and build this contraption and that contraption, now you want to challenge the Most High, man. With all this stuff you have, you can't control life or death, man. The Most High controls life and death, man. That's why you got people having strokes. All this technology, people having strokes at 20, heart attacks at 30, getting cancer. all this technology, all this ability to create life and destroy life, but you can't stop yourself from living or dying. Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon, where it says you can't retain the spirit, man. You know? Because the scriptures tell you that we have no control on how long we live. The Most High has a clock on everybody, man. And when that clock is up, ain't no chemo gonna hold it off. Ain't no, eating healthy, exercising, all that. They ain't gonna do nothing, man. If the Most High says it's time to go, it's time to go.
Ecclesiastes 8:8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit.
Yeah, no man. You don't have power over your life force. Your spirit is the energy that drives your body. Okay, go ahead.
Neither hath he power in the day of death.
Neither does he have power in the day of death. So you can eat healthy. You can do everything, man. You can go to church and pay tithes every Sunday. But if you wicked as hell and the Most High want to get rid of you, he gonna get rid of you, man. It don't matter. It's all about what the Most High deems what's gonna happen, and that's what a lot of people are not accustomed to, is realizing that they're not in control of their life. You can tell people think they're in control of their life by when they say, I chose God. No, God chose you. You ain't got no control over the Most High, man. You ask the Most High. And if the Most High want to respond, then he'll respond. So ain't no I chose God, because you can sit there and choose God all you want. But if the Most High say, I don't want to deal with you, he ain't going to sup with you, man. You just going to be praying in vain, man. There's a man by the name of Antiochus Epiphanes that found that out the hard way, man. And guess what? He prayed to the Most High in sincerity and in truth. You know? He was sincerely praying to the Most High, saying, look, I'm sorry for all the sin I did. And he was a heathen too. He said, look, I'm sorry for everything I did. He went prophesy, he did everything. Got garments, did the Hebrew ways. I ain't gonna say prophesy. He basically, took on the Hebrew customs. The Most High still killed him, man. It don't matter. What really matters is the Most High choose you or not. And that's what the people got in dealing with the Edomites, so-called white man, on down to the 2/3 of people that are worldly, that are Negro, Latino, Native Americans. They're the ones that think they have the control, and don't understand that the Most High, if he don't choose you, he don't choose you. Let's go ahead. That should be it to that. That's all I want. Get back into that. What you had.
This is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
That's right. Every Israelite is a partaker of chastisement as discipline. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Affliction. If you don't deal with affliction, then you bastards and not sons. Because the Most High said, lay your treasures up in heaven. Woe to you when men speak well of you. In this time, we're not supposed to be love and have prosperity on this side, man. We're supposed to go through afflictions because of what our forefathers done and what we've done in our past lives in order to prove ourselves worthy of salvation. That's why we're suffering right now. For one, because we're Israelites, and because we're Israelites, we're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments as a nation. Therefore, the Most High put curses on our nation, man. All right? And we're going to get into that. Go ahead.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us and gave them reverence.
Yeah, so basically what is that saying? We had parents that told us wrong from right, and we respected them. Go ahead.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Yeah, that's right. So when your mom or your dad tell you don't eat this, don't eat that, you listen. You know what I'm saying? But when the Most High tell you don't eat this or don't eat that, what you do, you make excuses and twist the scriptures. You know? What happens when you twist your parents' words? Or you go behind the other's back? You know what I'm saying? You get disciplined. You get DP, man. You get whoopings. Why you? That's why it was happening to us, man. But what happened if a parent see another parent's child doing the same thing? They don't say nothing, man. They ain't their child. They don't care. That's why we're going through the affliction we're going through, man. Go ahead.
For they barely for a few days chastening us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit.
Yeah, the Most High is chastising us, putting us through all this hell for our profit, man. And the profit is salvation, eternal life, the kingdom of heaven. Only the Israelites, Negro, Latino, and Native Americans can inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's why it says the other nations shall flow unto it. You know, with their offerings, basically with their frankincense and their myrrh and their precious ointments. They're not going to be in the kingdom of heaven. These other nations will flow unto it, you know, giving tribute, man. They ain't going to be in the kingdom of heaven, land flowing milk and honey, walls of gold with rubies and emeralds. Okay? That's going to be Negro, Latino, Native Americans inside those gates, man. Okay? Go ahead.
But he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening for the present seemeth.
Yeah, Salaki, it says he for our profit might be partakers of his holiness. The sons, the people that he considered his son. He called Israel his only begotten, man. When you say it's your only begotten, you're basically saying that's my son. Didn't Abraham call Isaac his only begotten? You know? Didn't the Most High call the Lord his only begotten? As a nation, we're his only begotten. The Most High ain't gonna have no multiple sons, basically, man. No multiple chosens. It's only one chosen. You got a chosen person, an individual. That's the Lord, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. That's him. The only chosen nation on this world is the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which are of the children of the tribe of Israel. The only chosen land is Eden. Really, that it's basically smack dab in Jerusalem. Once you put Pangea back together, that's that same area, man. The Most High always chooses, man. Okay?
Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous.
Yeah. All this that we're going through is not a walk in the park. We're not having the time of our lives, man. Being Israelites right now, man. We're going through hell, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceful fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Yeah, it yielded a peaceful fruit of righteousness. Okay? What one of the fruits that we're going through that we're learning from? Okay? What's the main fruit? It's knowing that who our enemies are, man. You know, it took our people over 500-something years to realize the so-called white man is our enemy, man. Okay? To realize that we need to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Ultimately, we're going to realize how important it is to do what the Lord tell us to do, man. To stay under the umbrella of the Lord. Like me and this brother talking other day when we were reading it, matter of fact, let's get that in Hosea. You know what I'm saying? When it says that we shall be, basically we shall be prisoners back captive under the Lord, man. It's a beautiful thing to be a servant of the Lord. For the Lord to make us his slave, man. We need to go back to his captivity. Because we've been under the captivity of man too long, man. You gotta pay taxes. You can't keep the law, statutes, commandments. You can't grow your beard out. You can't wear your garments. Or else the society gonna say something, man. You can't eat a certain way, or else they gonna question it. You know, it shows you, because you can see how Trump going hard on these Muslims like it's a nationality, man. That's proof right there. You know? Go ahead.
This is Hosea chapter 6 and verse 10. I have seen an horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is the whoredom of Ephraim, Israel is defiled.
What is that whoredom that the Lord speak of? Whoredom is when a woman deals with another man. The Most High see us as a woman, as a nation. And what's dealing with another man is dealing with another doctrine. Being under control of another person and accepting that, man. Because according to the Bible, the man is the law. You know, that's a beautiful point right there in itself. When you go under the law of another person, man. You know, of course we have to render unto Caesar things unto Caesar, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Is basically being tapped in with the American way. Loving that shit, man. You know? Being tapped in with the American way. You know what I'm saying? Going under that law. Being under that tree. You know? That's why the Most High consider. Is that in that too? It says they went into another covenant. They was made naked. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's Exodus.
There's in Exodus, but I think it's in there too. I remember reading it when it was going over. You know? Speak on the verse.